There's 2 billion people that make less than $2 a day. And out of those 2 billion, there's 800 million that make less than $1 a day. And most of those people, over 80% of them, have never heard the gospel. One of the top things that we need in the world is food and water. And so how do we bring food to the people that can't eat every day? So we began to look at aquaponics, and we saw that we could do it on a very small scale or a large scale. So we could feed just a family and they could put something in their backyard, or we could feed a whole village. We built a system here on our property so that we would actually know what we're talking about. And now we're growing about 1,800 head of lettuce a week. We've also built systems in Nepal. We've built systems in India. We've built systems in Thailand, Africa. We teach them how to do aquaponics, feed themselves, and then sell the rest so that they could actually become sustainable themselves. We were in Guatemala for an orphanage, and we saw that this orphanage didn't have enough money to eat. We came in with a group of people and some investors, built an aquaponics, and now they're saving half their budget by growing all their food. And they're feeding about 200 orphans every day. Now that we have a workable model of aquaponics here on our property here in Colorado, now we're actually building the same thing in Central Asia, and we're creating a training center for pastors in Central Asia. It's really hard to preach the gospel. It's hard to be a pastor. It's hard to be a Christian. One of our guys was preaching the gospel in one of these closed countries, and they caught him and they poured battery acid all over his face, and now he's blind and his face is deformed from the acid. He came to us and said, just teach us how to make our own money. If you get money from the US or from anywhere else in the Western world, they'll actually think that you're using that money to spread propaganda and do things that the government doesn't want done. One of the guys that's a pastor there, he was getting money and they actually threw him in prison. They tortured and beat him for 15 years. We teach them business principles. We teach them business skills. We give them tools to be able to do a business. We have 5 acres over there that we're helping to launch. We're putting 5 different businesses on this 5 acres. Since we have the aquaponics up and running, we're teaching these pastors now how they can run aquaponics, feed their families, and sell the rest to make them sustainable. There's lots of ways to get involved with us. You can come and volunteer and just help out in the greenhouse and learn how to do aquaponics. You could go with us to the nations. We're traveling all the time to many different countries around the world. We'd love to take you and let you see firsthand what these people are going through and how you can make a difference personally with the skills that God's given you.